So I got a 1 terabyte micro SD card from AliExpress. It might not be a scam, but it probably is a scam. It's ASMR, do you like it? Watch me torture myself on this exciting episode of Review Tech USA.
Dream it. Dream it.
Skip it up and that up. Hey everybody, it's the time of year to get crap for your loved ones, and what else would be crappier than getting a cameo for me? For me. Come on, man, get your birds, get your family, get your dad, get your uncle, get your cat, get the ones you love in your life. A cameo from Review Tech USA. I get paid, it's a third off for the holiday season. I make money, and you get me to say stupid crap. Come on, man, I'm a middle-aged YouTuber with big birds on my table. Who wouldn't want that under their tree? So go get a Christmas cameo from Dad. There's a link below in the description, and I tell you, your loved ones won't regret it. Or maybe they will. I don't know. But I'm a third off till January 1st, 2023. It's a bargain. So I've been digging through the trenches of websites like Wish and AliExpress and even eBay and hell, even Amazon. I got the oh god, this beaut from Amazon. This is the Treasure Box PC, which I am going to turn into a gaming PC. Make sure you subscribe for that, because it'll be interesting to see what this is capable of when I upgrade it. So, So AliExpress is a little bit more legitimate than Wish.com. Some of the stuff on there, I actually just bought something. I'm keeping it a surprise for now. That is legitimate, but sometimes you have to wade through and ignore the fake reviews that say this is the best thing ever. It cured their erectile dysfunction. They lost 20 pounds. They got a new girlfriend from getting a $7 1 terabyte micro SD card. Chances are they're lying to you. My wiener is still small, and I did purchase this. Nothing changed.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, there's a chance that this could actually be a legitimate micro SD card. Maybe they got a surplus stock over at AliExpress. I'm almost sure that it's not. I mean, the cheapest I've seen a 1 terabyte card go for, a legitimate one, is like $97, which is still a hell of a lot cheaper than when I made my video about putting a 1 terabyte card on my Nintendo Switch back in 2019. But $4 or $7, I bought this for 14. It actually went down in price, which, thank you. That means I could put it in the title and not be clickbaiting. Before we even open this, yes, there's going to be an unboxing section to a friggin' 1 terabyte micro SD card, because it just comes in a box that says, or bag, excuse me, that says USB cable. This is not a USB cable. The back of it gets better though. Material of wire, because this is what you're concerned about even if you buy a USB cable. The coat for this product is made from TPE, material of environmental protection. It feels good, smooth, wear resisting, flame retardant, non-discoloring, and no yellow turning. What's more, it's no harm for children's skin. Well, thank God. I was hoping that one of my children weren't going to rub the 1 terabyte card on their arm and light it on fire. 24 karat gold plating copper contact, 24 karat gold plating plug. The plug was tested with 48-hour salt mist test and film thickness of plating test. What was it? Why is this back up? Let's just keep it because it's entertaining. Core wire is made of high pure 4C enameled copper and has antioxidant, high transmission performance. The biggest designated transmission rate of data is 480 megabits per second. So this was a USB. This is meant for like a small USB 2.0 cable. The temperature resistance of cable is 105 degrees Celsius. Blah, 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 blah. It says nothing to do with the micro SD card. When I took this out of the packaging, I accidentally cut the bottom open. So I did myself an unboxing favor. And here it is. It comes with a USB 2.0 micro SD card reader. Here is the micro SD card. I will take it out of the box because it's so exciting. We have a micro SD card adapter too, which, hey, whatever, credit where credit's due. This feels, I can't explain it. I know I'm overanalyzing right now, but you pick up a where's a regular micro SD card? Do I have one here? Of course, that would be me being prepared. Anyway, it kind of feels like smoother, like it's lacquered more. that's the best way I could describe it. It's like it's very cheap. And it is very cheap. So let's see what this $14 or $7 1 terabyte micro SD card can do. Let's see if it's legitimate, or let's see if it's a complete scam. I'm going with it's a scam, but we'll find out. Okay, so here is the micro SD card. I wonder if they're trying to make it look like SanDisk. I can't tell. Well, let's see if it actually could store a terabyte. I'm going to plug it into my micro SD card reader, which is USB 3.0. It's this bad boy right here. And let's see what it comes up with on the screen. And then let's see if it's actually being truthful and it can store a terabyte. Here we go. Okay, so I'm already noticing a red flag. See how it says it has 998 gigabytes free? Usually a card, even though if it's a terabyte, doesn't give you that much free storage. Like, for example, I have a 1 terabyte drive in this computer, and it has, after formatting and everything, 931 gigabytes. That makes sense. 998, yeah, my hopes for this card being legitimate have just diminished significantly in like 15 seconds. So let's start with a read and write test and see if it could get through that, because that'll tell a lot. All right, I feel like I'm doing a classic game room video from 2009, how I'm filming this, but it's gonna work. Thank God for the iPhone's video stabilization. Here we go, that's the removable card, the SD card in drive F. And I got the, what the hell is this called? Shizuku edition of Crystal Mark for reasons. And I'm gonna see how this micro SD card performs. Once it's done, I'll get back to you. And nothing is happening. Are we really gonna? I had a little bit of hope. I was hoping we weren't gonna go down the 16 terabyte SSD drive that I got from Walmart, but I think we're going down the same path. Okay, I'm gonna let this run for however long. Maybe I'll go play some Elden Ring and see if it comes back with anything. I'll see you guys in like a half an hour. Wait. Just as I was about to turn around and play some Elden Ring like a man-child, it actually started showing a number. We have seen some signs of life. All right, let's just let this keep going. I have killed all the guards in Limgrave like 4 times, and it is still going. I'm gonna give it, what time is it? I'm giving this until 2:30, and we're finishing up with the Crystal Mark speed test for the fake 1 terabyte drive. I'm gonna consider it fake at this point. All right, I'm done. I played Elden Ring for like an hour. It hasn't moved. It has not moved. It has been stuck at this. I am considering the Crystal Mark test with the 1 terabyte SSD from AliExpress. At least this is a fail. It may still actually hold a terabyte of data. Probably not. But this is a massive failure. All right, just going to show you from an aesthetic perspective the difference in between a real 1 terabyte micro SD card from SanDisk and the fake, the Shandian. They might as well just call it scam. They dare say essentially that this has the same speed as the real 1 terabyte micro SD card, but that is absolutely positively a lie. Can we actually put a terabyte of data on the AliExpress micro SD card? Let's find out. All right, so there is my Crucial drive, which is full of a bunch of Steam games, close to 3 terabytes worth. And I selected a decent amount of them, a little less than a terabyte, or even if it's 300 gigabytes. If that actually copies over, that will be a miracle to this SD card. So this is the fake SD card, or the AliExpress one. Maybe it's not fake. Still could not be fake. And I'm going to see if I could actually transfer the files. See if I could transfer the games over. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we are now in the middle of transferring 622 gigabytes worth of Steam games, and it is moving along at a blistering 100. All right, it's going up a little bit. Now it's down. Now we are not moving at all. Now we are going up to 8 megabytes a second. It's all over the place, but I am transferring a whole bunch of games over. I don't know if I'm going to let this like run overnight or whatever. Let's just see if it could even transfer anything reliably, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I just came back up to check if files were still transferring over to the AliExpress 1 terabyte card, and they are. And they're like, it goes down to like 800 kilobytes a second, and then it goes back up to like 16 megabytes a second. All right, now we're down at 0. Now we're back up again. So the files are actually transferring. This thing may be legit, man. The files are moving. We're right now moving bulk chunk 1. I love when we move bulk chunk 1. Oh, would you look at that? It's actually still going. Now, of course, I turned the camera on. The AliExpress SD card is shot. Oh, there we go. Dude, it's going up to 21 megabytes a second. Okay. This again, I thought this would have like crashed by now.
A few moments later.
All right, so there's trouble in paradise with the AliExpress micro SD card. It is saying a file is too large when it is factually not too large. Yeah, this is not looking good. So I'm going to have to just try to do some files and see if they're readable from this thing. Okay, so as you saw, as my phone is trying to focus on the very small micro SD card, is that our AliExpress micro SD card did not fare too well. It stopped copying files. We got like 3 or 4 games to actually copy over. But I'm going to do one more thing, because I'm sure if I don't, I'll get a complaint saying, Rich, you shouldn't just copy and paste Steam games from one folder to another. You should actually transfer the games inside of Steam. So you know what? You're right. I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to transfer like 2 or 3 games and then see if they could actually run from the AliExpress 1 terabyte card. I'm going to place bets that they won't. But what the hell, this is for science. Okay, so the F drive, which is the 1 terabyte SD card, is added to Steam. So now I'm going to take my games, just these 3, Doom Eternal, Elden Ring, and Evil West. Now I'm going to try to move them over to the micro SD card. Let's see what happens. Steve is saying there's 999 gigabytes available. Again, another red flag. That's after a card is formatted, that's not how much should be available. Like, it should be like 950 something gigabytes, but whatever. Let's just try to move these 3 games, which are going to be Doom Eternal, Elden Ring, and Evil West, and see if they move. And if they do, I'll try to run them. I'll try to run them and see what happens. All right, so apparently everything moved over to the 1 terabyte SD card. According to Steam, all of the games moved successfully. I'm going to test them out and see if I could actually run the games from the AliExpress SD card. Okay, so Doom Eternal is on the bargain bin AliExpress 1 terabyte SD card. I know I've said that 6,000 times in this video, but this is where we're trying to play Doom Eternal from. Now, I've had Doom Eternal run on SD cards countless times. It could run on a potato in terms of, like, I'm not talking about what graphics cards and stuff like that. In terms of storage, I've had it run no problem on slow devices like a micro SD card or an SD card. So if any game is going to work, it's going to be Doom Eternal. Let's see what happens. This will be the first time. Of course. Failed to start process for Doom Eternal. The file or directory is corrupted or unreadable. All right. Let's try the next game and see what happens. Elden Ring, I've also noticed before, seems to run pretty okay on SD cards. So if this SD card is real, Elden Ring should run no problem. But we're already 0 so far with Doom not running. So let's see if maybe Elden Ring will surprise us. Play Elden Ring. Same thing. The game, it's unreadable. It's almost like this SD card is fake. And just for the hell of it, let's just let's just try Evil West. Let's just, for shits and giggles, let's see if this will run. What? Of course. Okay. At least it's reliably unreliable. I thought it was going to surprise me and actually run Evil West, but no, it doesn't. I had almost a little bit of hope for this card. Should I even waste my time trying this on the Nintendo Switch? No, I'm not going to. This thing's a piece of junk. I'm not going to risk my Switch. Anyway, let me give you my final thoughts on this thing. Okay, this is why I'm handheld with the iPhone again. This is a bonus. I just needed to see if something can be written to this SD card and not become corrupted. So the final thing I'm trying is the exposed song. It's a WAV file. It's an MP3 file even. I thought it was a WAV. It's not even 3 megabytes. Can this play on this AliExpress SD card? I haven't tried it yet. I don't know. Like, can anything not be corrupted?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey!
I completely...
One thing worked. One thing worked.
Still getting hate.
So it's probably like a 64 gigabyte card in disguise. So color me shocked. The 1 terabyte SD card from AliExpress is a piece of crap. Who would have thunk? So this is doing the same thing that the 25 terabyte Walmart SSD. Go check out that video. I'll have one of those little, whatever the hell they're called. It's up here. It's doing the same. I can't hold the card. I'm too spastic. It's doing the same thing. Where this is probably like a 64 gigabyte at best micro SD card, and they're tricking your computer with how they format it to think it's a terabyte. What's funny is this started out with 998 gigabytes of free storage. It's not really free storage. Anything that was uploaded to it or actually installed on it was corrupted. And what's funny is that when it came out of the box, it had 998 gigabytes of free storage. Again, that's not real. At most, this has 64 gigabytes of actual storage on there. And then when I reformatted it through Windows, it went up to 999 gigabytes. That's not how this works. That's not normal. That's not what's supposed to happen. And you saw it when I tried to copy Steam games over. It wouldn't copy them. They all just got corrupted. Even when I went through Steam itself and just tried to put 3 games on there, Evil West, Doom Eternal, and Elden Ring. I've tried those all on SD cards before. I knew they worked. None of them would load. The only thing that worked was the exposed song, because it was just a small file. And like I said, this at best is a 64 gigabyte card. Please, for the love of God, I know it seems tempting. This looks just like a SanDisk 1 terabyte micro SD card, and the price, you could literally get these for $7, but you are literally just taking your $7 to $14 and you might as well just get a match. Take that $7 to $14 and light it on fire, because this product is a piece of junk and you're wasting your money. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. I can't believe they get away with this, man. It's unbelievable. Did I throw the actual fake? I didn't throw the real micro SD card, right? Okay, good. That would have sucked.